Hey folks, breaking news. U.S. pending home sales surged to the highest levels in nearly 3 years in November. Is this good news? Bad news? Is it the news that we wanted going into 2026? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, folks, because there's really no economic news that really do much to these over here. I know they went down a little bit today, and the reason why you're here is you're probably tracking these, trying to figure out what in the heck's going on with those and why? So today we're going to talk about rates a little bit, but our main goal is to talk about housing sales. A lot of people said they were going to crumble. I also said housing sales aren't really going to do it much until the spring, because I think a lot of people are now realizing, okay, rates are coming down. House prices aren't crumbling. They're not crumbling. Yes, they're not crumbling. I'm actually coming out with my housing forecast for 2026. The official version will be out on January 6th, so stay tuned for that. But let's get over to what's happening in home sales. Let's get over to right through here. Here's what my thoughts are on this news right through here. It's great news for the housing market. Okay, so a lot of people over the last month or so, they said, okay, 85,000 people took their houses off the market. I said, that was great news. Okay, that means people didn't have to sell. They weren't forced to sell. So that means home prices aren't going to plummet. Okay, so let's analyze this a little bit. Here's what I do. Let me bring you behind the scenes a little bit. I usually take the URL up there and I'll take it to AI and I'll put the data in and have it summarize it for me. It does all stuff, even like this stuff over here. So why do I do these things, you might even ask? Well, I'm actually a mortgage loan officer. I'm licensed in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico. My slogan, I created it, is one application, one credit pool. We're going to compare your loan to over 30 different lenders. How? Why? I'll give you that at the end of this. Let's get over these things. Okay, so let's break it down. What did home sales do? They were up 3.3% month over month. This is basically, it's the data right from that article. You can double check it, fact check me, all you want. Year over year, up 2.6%. I thought this would be maybe flat to 1%. It exceeded what I thought. So it's the strongest since 2023. So now what's the take on this? Is why is this happening? That's what we loved answering at this channel. Lower mortgage rates. Lower mortgage rates. They were, at this time last year, they were 7.2%. They're 6.2%, about 1% lower than where they are now. But you're having more inventory. Buyers' confidence are starting to improve now. They're saying the markets aren't going to crash. We were waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. It never happened. It's not going to happen, folks. So more signed contracts and positive momentum going into 2026. More positive momentum right through here, mortgage rates. So let's get over to this. If you're a home owner right now and you're tracking these things, you're trying to say, okay, are they going to go down any further? Should I lock in now? What should I do? We have a calculator down there that'll do this for you. Do you know if by putting it off till next year, even if rates went down a little bit more next year, many times it doesn't even calculate out. Check, we got some free calculators down there, but I also have another tool for you. Go over to this one. This is our website. We're coming out with RateWatch 2.1. We're going to beta it probably in the next week, but RateWatch 2.0, right up through there. We created this for you homeowners. Let us know what interest rate, at least be interested in kicking the tires to see, does it save me some money? How much does it cost? What's my break-even point? So we created that over there. But what's going on with rates over the next week or two? If you're looking to maybe refinance now at the beginning of the year, maybe skip 2 mortgage payments, maybe get a lower rate, put your information in over there. But what do I expect rates to do? Well, let's look at rates. Here's what rates have done today. This is the mortgage bond. It's basically flat as a pancake. This doesn't look like rates. Up through there it says 101. What is it? Well, if you look up there, it says MBS. That means this is a mortgage bond. All you have to understand is what the price of the bond's doing. If the price goes up, rates are going to come down. If the price goes down, rates are going to go up. This is a mortgage bond, so that's what I mean by rates. So it's basically flat as a pancake today. You go over to the equity markets, yeah, they're taking it on the chin a little bit, but they've hit record highs. I think some people have probably just taken some profit taking. I think we have one more or half a day of trading left in the year, so you're going to see the markets basically just kind of disintegrate tomorrow and the next day. I don't mean that in a bad way. There's going to be no trading and probably nothing happen over the here. We will be coming back each day to explain to you guys what's going on with rates. I'll have a post tomorrow. But my thoughts, if you're closing within the next week or 2 or 3, just lock in. I don't think rates are going to do anything. A tweet can send them right up in the air. But if you're closing over 30 days, that's a whole different story. Reach out to us, get pre-qualified or pre-approved to make sure when you go in the housing season in the spring, you're pre-approved, not pre-qualified. There's a big difference there. And please don't lock in your rate if you're not closing, if you're closing in 60, 90, 120 days. Trust me. Who am I? What do I do? Like I said, my name is Dan Frio. I'm licensed in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico, and I'm the bank I work at. I'm blessed that they provide me the licensing. They also provide us this. They went out there and they said, okay, when people call us, what are they looking for? Well, they're looking for the best rate and the lowest fees, right? That's why you're watching me. So what do? You put in your application all over the place. I wonder if you could do it in one application, one credit pool. We're going to do all your shopping for you. That's what we do. So here at the bank, what we did is we set up with other banks, mortgage companies, credit unions. We can offer you their programs, their rates, and we facilitate it right through yours truly. How do you get involved? Go to rateupdate.com. You can give us a call right over my head, schedule an appointment above my head. You can even ask me right up through there. If you're a homeowner, like I said, put in your RateWatch information over there. If you're working with another lender right now and you want to say, okay, Dan, is their rates, their fees in line with what you can do? We also have the the loan estimate review right through there. Upload your loan estimate. Within 24 hours, we'll have a video back to you going over what our rate would be and what our fees would be. All I'm going to ask you to do is if we beat them on the rate and the fees, hope to win you as a client. So that's it for today, folks. So mortgage rates, I guess they were stagnant for today. So were the markets, and I'm not really expecting anything over the next 2 days. But just join me each day. Subscribe over there. I'll post a video tomorrow. Watch about 4 or 5 minutes, and you'll get all the information you need to figure out what next going on with those and why. Thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so over there. Otherwise, I'll see you back here tomorrow morning to see what happens with these things then. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.